Today's video is getting into some complex redstone type stuff. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, I highly encourage that you watch them. This is where the commands get a bit long and monotonous, so be sure that you actually understand everything that is coming in this video by watching the previous episodes, or if you already feel like you have enough knowledge, then try to follow along. But if you can't keep up, then try watching my previous videos. Last episode I made a bit of an incorrect statement. I said that I don't know what you would really use the clone command for, and I realized that not only do I use the clone command for something pretty important, but it can be used for a lot of very important things that the structure block would be too inconvenient to actually utilize in a similar function. So I have made this video to hopefully clarify myself, do the clone command some justice. So if you didn't catch the previous episode, the clone command is basically you can take a section of anywhere in your world and do /clone, and then you pick a corner. I'll do this, clone this area, and then let's say this corner as well. There we go. And that's the block I'm looking at, not the block I'm standing in. So if I said clone this, and then I said to paste it in the air here, let's paste it. Here's that section of land I copied. So the clone command can copy and paste, and the structure block can copy and paste. Why would you use the clone command rather than the structure block? Well, there's two use cases that I actually do use that I'm going to showcase here. So, in my Minecraft game, shown here, there are a series of structures and places to go, and the idea is players will come here and grab supplies and weapons and loot. But I had the problem early on that players grab everything, and then if another player comes to a town that's already looted, they wouldn't be able to gain anything, so everything would be completely taken up. So the solution I came up with was chests that refill their items. So here is actually all of the refill chests of my world. I've labeled them different categories. So in one location, let's say I had this chest here, I'd have a chest somewhere that is a refilling chest, right? And I'd choose what kind of chest it is. Let's say I wanted it to be a military chest. So weapons and gear and stuff like that, armor and whatnot. Well, I'd choose one of these lines, and then I'd program that chest to be this. So if I wanted to make it military 1, I would have to program it. So how do I program this? Well, it's a bit of a daunting machine. Here it is over here. This is all for these refill chests. So I've labeled these so I can remember. You don't need to label yours if you don't want. Depends how big your project is, but for me, I've written this military 1-1. So this is the first military chest line. This is type 1. So if you come over here, all of these are type 1, all 5 of these. And since I need to use the clone command to assign that block as a chest that gets refilled, I need to mark every single one of these, all 5. So if we come over here, this is chest number 1, this is chest number 2, this is chest number 3, this is chest number 4, this is chest number 5. I get the coordinates for chest 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. You can do this in a multitude of ways. You can either do /fill, and then the block you're looking at, I'll remove the fill so I can type in chat. So boom, it's typed in chat, so now I have it in there. Or you can, since I'm on PC, I like to I'll write down on a txt file all the information I need. So top left says 901.111 -342. So let me write that down. 901.111 -342. And then this is just 2 blocks up each. So I just add 2 to each, and it's that simple. So let me just copy this, copy, paste, and then I'll add 2 to that number, which, since it's a negative, it looks like I'm removing because it's negative. So 38, 36, until I get to 5. That's my 5th chest here. Here are all my chests. So here is how I go about writing these. I would come to one of these command block lines. So let's make our own custom one that isn't super big. I would come here, and here's our 5 chests. So I'd type clone, then I'd copy my thing here. This is chest number 1, so copy that. Okay, paste. And since the clone command is 2 set points in an area, and I'm currently just copying and pasting 1 block, I have to put this twice. So this is where that block is twice. Okay, and then I do the next one. So I'll do clone, paste, paste, remove, remove. Okay, that's block 2. Okay, slash clone, place, place. There we go. And then remove another 2 from the previous one. So 4 now. Clone, paste, paste. Okay, so this would be 36. 36. And then paste, paste. Okay. So now I've marked, oh wait, I gotta turn that. So it's 36, right? Yeah, 36. Is it 34? 34. Okay. Now I've marked all of those commands. So these are all of the chests marked, but I need to tell this where to paste. Where do I want this new refill chest to be? So I'm going to come over here, and ta-da, it is a chest. So let me mark where this chest is. This is the chest that I put to relocate, right? Or refill. So let me write down those coordinates. So 89379 negative 376. So let's do 79 negative 376. Very good. Okay, I'm going to copy this. Control C. All right. Okay. So all of these, literally all of these, we just paste in our thing. So space paste, which is Control V, or if you want, you can actually click this button. That's a paste as well. So space paste, space paste, space paste. Now these are properly coded, but how do I activate these? Well, there's multiple ways we can do this. We can make it a repeat command that's set on a timer. So if we go always active, unconditional, repeat, and then we did it on a backup timer, let's say every 100 ticks. So now this first chest here, this guy, will always place here every 100 ticks, as you can see. We can do it on a timer where each has its own timer, or if we wanted, we can actually make it powered by redstone. So let's get ourselves a redstone torch, a redstone repeater, and redstone dust. Okay, so we'll do this. We can activate it in many different ways. So let's give ourselves the lectern. Here's an example, and then the chest is also an example. So this detects how much is in the chest. So it detects that much, and then this much, which activates that. And then if I add even more, it activates that. So it's how much stuff is in this chest will activate what that chest does. And then, for example, the lectern, if I get a book, write in it. So let's flip to 18 and say, yo. And then we place the lectern down, book in there. That's a signal strength of 1. If I flip the page, it's 2. If I flip the page, it's more and more and more until it hits max. So let's see if that worked. There is items in here. So these are different ways you can activate it, but how I have it activated is I use a redstone randomizer machine, and I activate it every 4 minutes, and it's quite complicated, and it has a lot of pieces moving around, and I don't quite understand all of it, to be frank with you, but I used a tutorial online on how to make this randomizer here, and all I did was hook it up to these command block lines, which these are the chests. So like how we made this line for that one chest. Here's this is one chest, this is another chest, this is another chest, this is another chest, this is another chest. So like each row here, like horizontal row, is a chest out in the world. So that's how this is set up. And I have these connected via always active unconditional chain, so that when it reads this signal, it pushes it all the way along the line. And I come up here, press a button, then it activates a random redstone torch. Yeah. So I will put the tutorial I used for this randomizer in the description, so that you can build your own if you wish, but that is how I have chosen to do a refilling chest. So that is how I use the clone command primarily. There's another way you can use it. If you have like a build game, let's say, and it's like a building competition, but how it works is we build one section of something, and then the next person has to build another section of it, and then another section of it, but we can't see the different sections. That could be a fun game. How would you stitch that all together? Well, it wouldn't work automatically unless you use the clone command. I've never built a game like that myself, but I could see that happening. Another very important thing to note that I forgot to mention, clone command has a certain radius of where it will actually work. So if you want it to activate, make sure it's within a ticking area. The ticking area command, I'll show you how that works. So if I do slash add, and then I choose this block, right? And then I go over to this block. Boom. This area is now a ticking area. What does that mean? Well, that means redstone components and command blocks will always activate in here. So I have made this area a ticking area so that all of these commands can actually activate and make my Minecraft game function over there. So ticking area is very important for the clone command because the clone command can only work within a certain distance. But if you put it in here, you shouldn't have a problem. I hope I cleared up my previous statements about the clone command. Be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to comment so other people can find this video as well, so they may learn. And with that being said, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.